Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today I'm really proud to showcase you this deck, Orzhov Control, that seems to be performing very nice at the top of Mythic ladder. We have answers to everything, very cheap removal, lockdowns for this cute early game, and enough Planeswalkers that we can overpower most control decks. With Vraska, that's the surprise part. You can proliferate everything, so you can hit those ultimates one turn before your opponent is prepared for them. And believe me, if you time it right, it destroys your opponent. And Sorin can be outright lethal. So I hope you will enjoy it and have fun, guys. And don't forget to subscribe. Not only you get cool decks every day, but you also help to grow the channel, and you say thank you, basically. That's a good thing to do. Alright, so have fun. I hope you will have a great time today. Alright, we're going first. Alright, a little bit weird one, but we can get the planes from the farmhand. A lot of lands, wandering. Alright, I can see it working. But we don't really have too much value right now. And we're against, wow. Have you seen this one before? Oh boy. I mean, we are getting Farmhand, Celestus, Emperor, and we need to get into our sweepers as soon as possible. Yes, I will take my planes. But you can clearly see we already have 2 lands here, and look at our hand. So we are really not on the side where we want to be. We would want to lockdown on the next turn. Right now there's no lockdown inside. And before we can cycle with Celestus, it might be rough. I mean, scrap that, I won. Alright. Okay, so we won the game because we drew the card. So now let's not mess it up. Right now it's just 2 cards, so we are going 1 for 2. It's not good enough. On the next turn, they don't have red mana. This produces colorless for non-creature spells, and this is colorless permanently. So unless they play a mountain, they cannot Gleeful Demolition into Knight of Chaos. If they go Knight of Chaos, this might be a problem, but I still think we go like this. This provides better mana colors, and Celestus, the faster you play Celestus, the better, because it always amplifies your mana by 1. So in 5 turns you get 5 free mana. This is a problem. I mean, we can at least get rid of the things, but this will be a problem. I think this is worth trading. I'm a little bit scared about Recruiter. Oh my god, more lands. That's what I needed. Thank you. Thank you. Huh. This is human, so for Recruiter he has double red. I thought about Field of Ruin, but it's not worth it here. Lockdown doesn't really accomplish much, so I really think we go like this. This will be rough, guys. I hope I'm not dead, but with life gain from the Emperor... Oh my god, how many more lands can I get, bro? Like, that's a lot of lands. Like, we are at what? 7, 8 lands so far. The war leader score. Alright, that will hurt. But at least we get rid of Anim Pakar, right? This will hurt. 8. Man, that's so much damage already. Let's get rid. We need to get rid of the 3-drop. That's the most important part. The damage stacks. The damage definitely stacks. We are... Okay. You know what? I think I know. Do I need Mirrex? We might need Mirrex to close the game, so let's use it right now. This way we hit his hand. That means... Man, my voice. Alright, so we can hit his hand basically, and that means he has less longevity. He will definitely play the next turn in full extent, I think. So yeah, I still think that's the best we can do right now. We have enough colored mana. Yeah, Field of Ruin needs to stay because he has Mirrex. Alright, so let's see. Knight of Chaos. Alright, in this kind of situation, it is possible they have more than one. Let's go. We also double spell, so potentially we can cycle it. But we'll see. And let's go with this, right? I really think we should be able to do something. And let's get this life gain, we definitely need it. And it will hurt. I think Eiganjo is less impactful. Don't forget that unless he kills Liliana, the first creature he plays kinda dies on our turn for free. Alright, that's a really good creature to get. Oh boy, that's so good for him. Not only he gets 2 damage, but he also can sacrifice... Like, it's basically 3 creatures in 1 card. So, I mean, that's pretty decent. Also enables the case. Oh man, like, that's so good for him. Okay, this is really good as well, right? We can get him to full top deck mode. The problem is that I need to do it main phase if I want to get there. So I guess that's what we do, right? It is what it is. That's a decent draw. Not the best one. The best one would be a Planeswalker that does something like this, but you know, it's close enough. And this way we can at least clear the board, and we still have Field of Ruin. To be absolutely honest, we should just go Mirrex, right? This way he doesn't get an activation, so I should probably start with it. It's fine. Let's go for Planes. It's not a big difference, but usually you want to keep your opponent in the dark. Okay, it could be Resolve Reinforcements. I don't want to draw a card because I will have to discard it, and it could be Kaya. Oh, oh, our Boros opponent is getting impatient. And you know what it means. So we play Kaya first, then, so this seems to be Resolve Reinforcements. When we plus, so when they play it, this is 2 damage, and this will be a 4/4. That's not nothing. I'll be honest, that's not nothing. I don't think we can play... Man, look at this guy. He's just all over. Like, I know the situation because you know that as Boros you will probably lose the game anyway, so you don't want to spend time in the game anyway. But you have to. And you are on the mercy of control player. And I like it, you know? I absolutely like it. So, going back to the game. We are at 7. And when he plays this, when we discard, we can steal the creature, and I think that's still best, right? Because we get the second creature as well. Ours are smaller, but it's still good enough. Wow, what a crazy... So that means he could prevent the Celestus trigger, by the way. Alright, cool. We could get the War Leader's Call, but then, you know... Look at us! Let's see the draw. This will be very important. That is the last turn where he can do stuff. Alright, let's see if he attacks face. Kaya. The correct choice. I mean, I don't really care here. Okay, we are absolutely stabilizing right now. What are the... Oh, Emperor and Farmhand. Those are some nice ones. So, we force him to sacrifice it.
Sacrifices must be made.
I could get Kaya on the next turn after stealing this. But I can also do this, which is better. We might draw something better. That will give us double trigger. We definitely get rid of this one. I don't really want to give him the Scry, I just want the live gain. That also means that I can -3 whatever he plays. Do I want a land? Not really. Land is good, but we might get something better still. I don't know what, I'll take the Sunfall. It's still a removal. So they want something like Recruiter, you know, something... Glyphal Demolition doesn't work. Glyphal Demolition doesn't work, because they don't have art. Oh, why aren't you staying in the game, my friend? I thought you wanted this win. Alright, just you know, some smell of burnt Boros from the morning. Alright guys, we are going first against the 666th player in Mythic. Alright, we have to win this one. So he cannot spread evil in the world. Alright. Man, was it too far? I hope it wasn't. Alright, we have a lot of tap lands, so Farmhand probably not happening on the next turn unless we want a land, but in reality I don't really want a land right now. Fortress is probably a late game play, we don't need to activate it for a very long time, so I think we just look at the... Well, this is definitely something that goes into graveyard. Like, I kinda like this Scry a lot, or Surveil. here we are with the Delver of Secrets. That's unfortunate. Oh, you will hate me for this play. Oh, you will hate me. They're on the... No, we are on the play. That means Jean will go after Liliana is out. Alright. Oh boy. It's happening. The question is, man, the Tapland really hurt this game. Like, that's not nothing. Is it Kaya? Please don't hate me for it. Come on, it's turn 1. I need to remove something. Alright. At least we got rid of the Taplands. And now if they play something else, I hope they don't have another Delver. Like, we're pretty low on value. Like, we need to be fair about this one. I see. I see. I like what I'm seeing. And I played with this one a little bit. It's a cool card. Exile the top card. You can play this. Interesting. I mean, I know what's happening. Because the blue mana is how they protect their creatures. When it's tapped, they cannot protect creatures unless they play, you know, the scan version. But that's not really a big protection overall. That's it. That's it. We're still not out of the woods. Like the Tapland really got us. Oh, 2 cards. All right. That's pretty rough. So I'm trying to play into land. Well, that's my 6-drop. I see. Vraska is too slow. Like, you can see that even 4-drop is above our skills right now. Well, that didn't hurt him too much. But, you know, we need to work with it. Like, if we are whiffing, he might whiff as well. Oh, this will be a counter spell, you know it. But we still play into it. Because then we have empty hand, so, you know. Oh. Alright. Let's order things accordingly. It could be Edict, but then we probably go... Well, I'm not sure. Let's see what he does. Because this is a very harsh situation. We are a little bit on the back foot because of the, you know, how lands aligned. So right now we are in the shaky stage of the game. See, I knew it's a Jean deck. Alright, and now let's start doing cards. We need cards. We're at 20, so we can invest a little bit, please. No. Okay, perfect. This is a very good draw. Not expensive, gives you a blocker and a land, so pretty good stuff overall. Like, when you get a land from this, it basically costs you 1 mana. And it's also easy to play, right? So then your hand is still empty. Alright, let's see it.
I'll take note of all your fair.
I didn't X-Space Jason, Did I set X-Space? That's what's wrong. I didn't expect Jace in this build. Oh. 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 Okay. That solves one of the problems. So, we can get rid of the farmhand, right? Do I want a creature? I honestly kinda want to, but it's not very good right now. How many Planeswalkers he might have? What? His hand is weird so far. I have zero idea what this deck does. It seems to be a Delver deck with protection and the Jean, combined with this card and combined with Mill. So like 3 decks in one. I think we need to draw the card. That makes no sense to make a vampire. I will absolutely take Liliana. She's kinda okay. To die. Alright. That was definitely not an afterthought. You know, it's a very good card, especially against creature deck. But I want to rebuild a little bit so I can make better plays on the future. And it doesn't seem that this is the deck that has easy time removing Planeswalkers. They assume they have board presence. So they kill Planeswalkers by having the board, and when we keep them out of the board, like, they are kinda, you know... I mean, they're killing their second main creature of the deck already. So not looking great for them, and we can keep pressuring them over and over. let's play the Farmhand. I should probably just +1 Sorin first, but you know, it's fine. I want those sweet lands. Killing Chase was pretty huge, by the way. I'm kinda surprised that he went for this play, but I guess he doesn't have a choice. Now I want to get let's draw a card first. By the way, we're at 7, so we can -14 him. That means he's dead. Because we attack with the fortress, so it's actually lethal on the next turn. Let's go Mirrex. I should probably discard first. There was no reason to play Mirrex first. If he has Field of Ruin, he would keep it, but he still loses the game with Field of Ruin, so you know, I don't think it matters a lot. But still, not a perfect decision, but the one that won't make a difference probably. Like, you know, in Magic you can actually really hone those skills, the ordering, like every will give you like 1/3 of the percent extra win rate, but when you combine all of them, it's like, you know, 3% is a lot. Like, it's different between best version of the meta and like an average version that is tier 1. Alright, that's really good for him. That's really good for him. Do we go with Might? I think we go with Might. If there's no Sorin plan, well, that's unfortunate. I think he just top decked it, by the way, but I cannot be sure. I still win, so I don't mind. And let's start there. And that's his last card. That means he has no real plan right now. We got everything. Well, it was really important that we killed this Delver of Secrets, wasn't it? Man, if he played this, the whole game would be different. And that was his big card. He wanted to do it. Alright, so what do we go for? Mites. The Army of Mites. And right now we have Rite of Oblivion, so whatever he plays, we just sacrifice Farmhand. And we also have, you know, the hedge against this, because this cannot be 2 creatures. So even whatever he plays, we kill it, and he cannot use the map tokens because he just used his only card. So 0 cards means he doesn't have, you know, another creature. And let's keep making it until he doesn't play sweepers in this deck. Listen. That's it. I want to keep him out of the cards. Even if that's a land, he needs lands as well, so it's all good. He won't be able to you know, fight against Mirrex. You need a lot of cards and a lot of power in the control deck to beat this. Sure. Draw a card. That's basically what it does. Good for him. Good for him. Now he has a card. And I have more mites. So he's at 6 poison already. That's a lot. And that means poison is our win con, which means... Alright, first things first. I mean, we are also killing him on the damage soon. So let's go for right. That means we go this right. Okay, okay. I think we will do it then. Because I know exactly how he wants to win. He needs blue mana to win. If he sacrifices blue mana, he's out. If I could split it even more, I would, but you know, like, then he will... See? He will sacrifice everything except blue mana. Man, I love Liliana ult because she really shows if you understand what you play against. When you know what hurts, you can perfectly play into it. I think we... Oh, please. Bruh. I wanted to play Celestus so I can use Mirrex at the end step. Because it would auto-tap Mirrex, assuming you don't have enough mana, but it forgets that Celestus is providing one. Alright, so we are going first here. We don't... Okay, so this has to be the third land. Alright, I can see this working, but we'll see. We will be probably against an aggro deck, right? Oh my god. Guys, he's not an aggro deck. What's going on there? Alright. Liliana. Liliana has to do a lot of... Oh, that's the thing. Sure. I mean, we just use probably a removal. It will be a bit harsh with this. Oh, that's something different. They don't play Eternal Wanderer normally. And I see no basics. Like, you know, the double land. So I think this is the different deck. Alright then. We still need to draw correct lands. So we are in a little bit of trouble, but I hope we can, you know, make it work.
Haven't you
Definitely a bit sketchy hand, so we are not in a great... Oh no, that's so bad. And that's why I like Liliana. I can get rid of all those bad draws, but we got mana screwed, and that's probably what seals the deal. I don't think we can win against control deck if we are mana screwed. We are also color screwed right now. Let's go for March. I can see Farewell being useful at some point, so let's keep it for now. Okay, so they didn't play Celestus, which would give them 5 mana. They see we don't play blue, so if they have 2 mana counterspell, and they definitely play those, they would play Celestus into counterspell. That means it's probably the Emperor, because this is the only better play that would make sense. I will still make a creature. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have Emperor, but yeah. Let's try to make it messy. Here she is. See, when you like look at the plays, you can kinda make sense why would you play like this. And there's only one card that means it makes sense. Because Celestus is an incredible play. If they skipped it, that means they had even better play. Alright. I kinda need to protect Liliana, and I'm not sure if I can. Like, yeah, Liliana is dead. Whoa. Alright, I didn't expect it. So 4/4 flyer on the Liliana. That sucks, but it is what it is. At least we have our Elspeth, and they will -1 because they didn't go for plus. Alright. Okay, this is good draw. That's something. Alright, so I can kill this and kill one of the Planeswalkers. I need to pick my battle smart. That also means that Sorin might be more vulnerable. They don't have instant, so we have a free kill on something. It's Elspeth. She's more annoying overall, and she can -2 this one as well. And now the question, do I want to protect Elspeth? Do I want to protect Elspeth? Like, she's really great. If he plays the land, this is just wonder. Like, this is great for them. I honestly think Elspeth did the most she could, and right now we need to get lost. That sounded weird, but that's where we are. That means we cannot play Farewell on the next turn, but it's probably okay. I need to get lost for Eternal Wonder. That was one of the most difficult sentences of my life, but we did it. I'm so sad about Elspeth. The damage aligns just so perfectly. Oh, I'm sad, but I think we can make it work. Yep, and they will get rid of our card. They don't know about Farewell. I really need Sorin to get going, man. That's acceptable. Let's go with the land. I don't need Farewell on this turn. That means I can get a free scry. I mean, this is the card you kinda like seeing, but it's only 1 damage a turn. That's super slow. I like you, but I can do better, you know? This is actually better. I play the land for the turn. So we go lockdown. That means we get, you know, a little bit more time. And the Farmhand. We make our draws better, we create a little bit of pressure, you know, not anything crazy, but something. And that might be rough. This will be a big turn for him. Oh boy. You'll also soon start to make double strikers. So sorry. Sorry needs to do like some heavy... I honestly think we cannot overpower this deck, especially that we're one land behind. We also don't really have too many Planeswalkers. Like, in this kind of matchup you need to spam them with Planeswalkers. We couldn't protect Liliana, couldn't protect Elspeth, like it aligned pretty poorly overall for us. So, definitely let's start drawing those cards. I will definitely take it, especially that on the next turn I think Sorin will die.
For knowledge, a fair trade.
That means I have to Farewell right now. Yeah, it doesn't change really anything, so let's try it. See how it goes. Do I care about graveyards? I think I exile them. I have Takenuma, but that's pretty much it. Let's go for graveyard, because I think he has better tools than I. I'm not sure exactly, but if you... I mean, maybe he just uses it for, you know, counter spells and stuff, but it's weird. I don't think that it will go through, to be honest. I have Mirrex, Celestus, so I have actually a lot of things to do on the next turn, so let's play this land. It should be useful. We are not in a great spot, but theoretically we can kill Eternal Wanderer with Sorin. And I mean, we can start from there and then use the second Sorin to keep plusing again. They know about it, that's a little bit tricky then. Oh, Ren is insane. That's a haste creature in a control deck. Something you don't play around. We play 4 Get Lost, by the way. We didn't draw a single one this game. Yeah, I think we lost. Ren is like another brick in our crumbling wall. Like, it crumbled since start. Missing lands, not hitting Get Lost, losing Planeswalkers. Like, everything is aligning like one step not where we wanted, and it snowballs into a huge, you know, loss. Like, if we had 3 Get Lost, we just get rid of all of them, lockdown, and the game is over. So, you know, and more Celestus. Alright, we play 2, so it's fair that we draw 2. We play 4 Get Lost, we get 0. So, this is where we are here. And that's not really great. We need some insane plays from the top. I'm not even sure if that's good enough, to be honest.
My ways are not.
Like, it's not the best card, but it does something reasonable, so we will take it. The problem is that now he has triple Planeswalkers, and we cannot... Like, he can get a 4/4 with haste right now that is kinda unkillable. Yeah, I think we lost. Ren was... Like, we already were on the back foot, and then Ren with haste, like... He will just keep sacrificing lands and killing Planeswalkers. He can just kill Sorin, it has hexproof, it's unkillable at this point. And our main way to avoid this scenario wasn't drawn. Like, we actually play way more Planeswalker removal than normal control deck. Usually you play to Get Lost. We played double the amount and we couldn't remove a single Planeswalker the whole game. So I don't know. We will play 1 or 2 more turns, but that was just too much, too early. With 2 bad draws on our part. Let's see the card. Is there anything? Like, Sunfall could give us a little bit of leniency maybe, but I honestly don't think anything can work at this stage. Like, we already lost the tempo we needed. Like, whatever we draw, it won't be enough, right?
Neither vampire nor human will extinct.
I'm just basically cycling cards. Here we are. Only 24 cards deep in the deck after a game was already lost. Well, that's like, what can we even do, man? Like, I will still play this because of reasons. Like, I will concede probably, but I need to, you know, just analyze if there's any way we can win this. I will play a land. So I can leave the Ren, kill the Eternal Wanderer, then try to draw into Sunfall. The problem is now they know about this play. So they will plus here, then pump this to 5/5, kill Sorin, and double strike our face. There's nothing we can do about this stage. Good game. Our opponent played very well, but it was in the draws. I actually had fun in the match. I'm sad that I lost, but you know, it was a fair game. Alright guys, tell me in the comments if you enjoyed this one, because man, when I made this deck I was already so excited for this. Cards like Liliana and Sorin are insane, and this is a hidden power of this deck, I think. Every Planeswalkers for 3 and 4 mana are really good in both of the matchups. Maybe not so Elspeth, but Emperor, a lot of pressure. Sorin, drawing cards, you have seen, man, Sorin is probably one of the biggest stars of the deck, that's why we played 3. I normally, probably to be super responsible, should go 2, but then there is a chance that he gets either removed or I don't draw him, and I need him in every single game, so that's why we play so many of them. With Vraska and Kaya, our endgame is pretty serious. You could go Eternal Wanderer, but to be honest, I kinda like Vraska more in this deck. Unfortunately, we didn't see her in this particular video, but you know, I've been playing with those cards enough, alright? I know how they work, and when you play with her, she will be in the game at some point. I mean, we drew Kaya multiple times today, so, you know, Vraska, you need to step up. The Proliferate is great in Planeswalkers decks. Look, we even played 2 Emperors because one of the slots is for Elspeth. It's, you know, even better when you can proliferate, because it's of course 1 counter per Planeswalker. So the more you have, the more you get. And with Vraska you can just absolutely power through with insane army of tokens. When you force even a control deck to sweep every single turn, like imagine Elspeth token, Emperor token, and Sorin token every single turn for, you know, many turns. Like, that's a lot of pressure that cannot be really ignored, especially that you still have the sneaky Fortress and sneaky Mirrex to keep going while Liliana works on their hand, so they cannot really do anything. We got kinda destroyed by a Planeswalker deck, which is so unfortunate because we play 6 Planeswalker removal on top of just having this card and having more Planeswalkers ourselves, so we can still contest on the board. So no, it is what it is. Some days you win, some days you lose, but overall we ranked up with this deck, so it was pretty nice. It should be a solid deck. You know, if you want to ladder, it will be something that answers all the aggro decks really nicely. But the Farmhand also gives you this additional early game. You have seen that blocking single card can really give you a lot of life gain, and because this gives you a land, that means you are healthier and you probably get to this 3 to 5 mana stage much more easily. And this is another thing that I really enjoyed about the deck. 26 lands, but 30. You kinda play a deck with 30 lands while not really investing into it. Because of Celestus and Liliana, every excess land will be used to either attack your opponent's hand or just cycle it with Celestus for another card. So the deck on the outside seems like, yeah, it's just a deck, but when you go deeper into the interactions, like, there are really cool things about this one. I really like this Farmhand trick together with Celestus, and, you know, just having enough lands that you always care about. You have seen that sometimes we still got mana screwed, even with basic. Man, we actually play 32 lands in this deck in a way. 26, 30 and double Celestus, all of those cards create mana. So, you know, you really shouldn't get mana screwed with this one, and very often that's enough to win the game. If you can play your, you know, Lockdown, Farmhand, Emperor and Sunfall on curve, they have like no chance. And against all the value decks, you still have so many more. Like, you don't really invest too much into aggro, but you really have nice matchup. March is useful. It can kill Celestus or the tokens from Emperor. So, like, even in control against control matchups, like, you will find a use for it. And yeah, like, there are so many things here. I really like the deck. Orzhov is, I like, before making this video, I was thinking that, man, Orzhov is in a very fun spot right now. It's probably one of the most fun controls. I'm generally more of a blue mage. I like counter spells, all this stuff, but first because of caverns, of course. Second, because the meta is so aggressive, it's hard to even cast Memory Deluge most of the time because they are trying to kill you actively. But generally, I still like those decks a lot. However, Orzhov is just so fun right now, man. It just has all the best cards, and things like Liliana, Sorin, Emperor are just insane powerhouses. When you can combine cheap costs for a Planeswalker, abilities that hit every single matchup, because every single deck uses creatures or cards. Like, come on. And her ultimate is game deciding, especially if you know how to play her. -6 will win you basically every game on the spot if you do it right. So those are cards that just make you, yeah, I'm going in circles, but I'm just so happy about this deck. So yeah, guys, I hope you endured the rambling, but this Orzhov actually got me excited before I even played a single game with it. It was like, yeah, this will be good. So, tell me in the comments if you liked it. I hope you had a fun time today, and yeah, see you tomorrow, guys. Thank you.